The fifth anniversary of Article 370's abrogation. It is, in fact, as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, the government has gone on to say it's the torchbearer of India's growth story, and the BJP will be celebrating the abrogation of Article 370. The BJP has gone on to say that it has brought peace and development. Focus is also on the polls, as well as the Election Commission will be visiting the Jammu and Kashmir next week, and it is the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir that will be holding a rally to celebrate the fifth anniversary of Article 370's abrogation. Security has been beefed up in the region as a precautionary measure to maintain law and order during the event. Opposition parties, including the Congress and the PDP, have criticized the BJP for organizing a ceremony to celebrate the article's abrogation. We have my colleagues Nazir and Aishwarya joining us. Let's go over to Nazir first. Nazir, take us to the security arrangements that have been put in place on the day that marks the fifth anniversary of the abrogation of Article 370.
Well, abrogation of Article 370 disrupted the status quo, and August 5, 2019 changed the Jammu and Kashmir forever. 5 years back, it was divided into two union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Since then, Ladakh has not been at peace with itself internally and externally. And Jammu and Kashmir, there's mixed situation. While we have tourism in the valley, we have worst type of terrorism in Jammu, the state of attack. Political leaders, whichever side of the fence you stand, you will give your viewpoint. Opposition leaders, many of them are today saying they have been detained in their home, which has been the practice in last 5 years. Amarnath Yatra has been suspended today as part of the security measures. As you can see, it is raining here, so during the rains also, Yatra is not allowed most of the time. But political leaders saying, many political leaders, that they have been detained in their houses. As opposition has been, opposing this move, they are saying it is anti-democratic. It was unilaterally taken, and since then the rights of the people have been taken away. BJP on the other side has been saying the decision transformed Jammu and Kashmir and brought peace and development in the region. It got investment in the region. For example, they are saying 85,000 crore investment proposals have come, but on the ground, precious little appears to have been translated. And when it comes to the investment, because of the situation, because of COVID, because of the host of reasons, or because of the investors may not have found the initial proposal as worthy to invest in the jet. But the fact is that it has been 5 years. For 5 years, Jammu and Kashmir has been without an elected government. Now people are hoping that the election democracy is finally restored and people can repossess their democratic rights and they can finally come to vote. This week only, Election Commission is visiting Jammu and Kashmir on a 3-day visit as part of the preparation for the upcoming assembly election. BJP and the opposition parties are also hearing of the election. So the fifth anniversary of abrogation of Article 370 is not just about whether it has helped Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, or it has actually taken away their rights and nothing much has happened. It's also about now finally the elections may happen and Jammu and Kashmir, democracy may be restored now finally, and people of Jammu and Kashmir may elect their representatives and the assembly may take decisions. Though in the UT, elected governments have little powers, but as we know recently, Lieutenant Governor was given sweeping powers by the central government of amending Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019, which was strongly opposed by the opposition parties. But on the ground, we see a lot of things that happen. While there's calm, maybe disruptive calm in the valley, there's no stone pelting or the shutdowns in the valley. Large number of tourists are coming. On the other side of the Pir Panjal mountain, there is very, very disturbing situation. Series of attacks, particularly army is under the attack. They have suffered series of attacks in the last 32 months. More than 50 soldiers have been killed. Several pilgrims have been killed. Large number of troops, reinforcement has been rushed to the Jammu region. It was a region which was completely peaceful. So many in the Jammu are commenting that it is tourism in the valley and terrorism in the Jammu. While we are counting tourists in the valley, They are also counting terrorists and how to flush them out from Jammu. So there's a mixed reaction. What has happened, what has changed in Jammu and Kashmir, it is all based on which side of the fence you stand.
Right, Nazir, while the BJP is planning celebrations, a rally has been planned, and celebrations that will continue over days is what we're hearing from our sources. But it is the PDP who's gone on to say it's a black day, and they'll stage a protest right outside the party's headquarters as far as the 5th anniversary of the abrogation of Article 370 is concerned.
Well, BJP as part of, when the government has taken a decision, party took decision since in 2019, since then BJP has been celebrating this day. BJP has been saying this day has actually transformed Jammu and Kashmir. This has brought peace and development. On the other side, opposition, as you mentioned, PDP, calling it a black day, calling it a day which took away the rights of the people, which has actually taken even the democracy away from the people. And because for last 5 years, there has not been any election. So as I said, there are different views. Supreme Court has also heard this case and given its verdict on Article 370. We know that Supreme Court has also directed the government to, election commission to hold elections by September 30 this year, and also asked government to restore the statehood. So there have been issues in absence of an elected government. There have been lots of, issues people have been facing, but BJP and the government, LG administration is saying that, look, they are reaching out to the people in every part of the Jammu and Kashmir. They are also giving them, discrimination has ended. There's no regional discrimination. In Ladakh, they are saying there's a lot of development. But we have seen in the Ladakh, people have been protesting for last few years. They have been demanding separate state to a state. They have been demanding, 6th schedule, which is exactly the rights like the people had under Article 370 and 35A that were abrogated and scrapped. And so it is a mixed reaction how things are playing out in Jammu and Kashmir. But the worrying thing has been the Ladakh, which was peaceful. There had been series of protests, and now they have again called some protests as well. There have been very strong reactions from the Ladakh on this day today, and they are and also in Jammu and Kashmir, opposition party leaders have been saying they have been detained, they have been put under house arrest, and on the other side, BJP is saying it is the day which has transformed Jammu and Kashmir, brought peace and development.